Terminal F, 6:42 p.m. Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson, the busiest airport on Earth, smelt like burnt pretzels, jet fuel, and panic. Sarah McAllister sprinted past gate F9, one sneaker half untied, phone clutched like a relay baton. Her daughter Lily's flight, Delta 217 from Orlando, was already boarding. Sarah had promised to be at the gate. She was late. Again. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. Don't board flight 217. Fake a medical emergency. Now. She skidded to a stop outside a Cinnabon, heart jackhammering. The message glowed neon against the chaos of travelers. Wrong number, she thought. Spam. But the area code was 404. Local. She thumbed a reply. Who is this? No dots, no response. Over the intercom, final boarding call for Delta Flight 217 to Orlando. Sarah's stomach twisted. Lily was 8, flying alone for the first time after her dad, Sarah's ex, Jake, missed pickup in Disney. Sarah had been stuck in a parent-teacher conference that ran long. She started running again. Another buzz. Same number. Sarah, trust me. Fake it or die. Her name. They knew her name. She froze between gates F12 and F14, the river of passengers partying around her like water around a rock. A TSA agent eyed her. Ma'am, you okay? Sarah's knees buckled. She grabbed her chest, let out a theatrical gasp, and crumpled to the carpet. Help! She croaked. I can't breathe. The agent radioed. A wheelchair appeared. Paramedics, oxygen mask, the whole show. As they wheeled her toward the medical station, Sarah watched the gate for Flight 217. The door closed. The jet bridge retracted. 30 seconds later, the plane taxied. She shut her eyes under the oxygen mask, tears stinging. What the hell just happened? The med bay, 7:05 p.m. The paramedic, a kind-eyed woman named Carla, checked Sarah's vitals. Your blood pressure's fine, ma'am. You want to tell me what really happened? Sarah's phone buzzed again. Unknown. Good girl. Stay put. I'm coming. Carla saw the screen. That's your ex playing games? Sarah lispered. Jake's been MIA for 6 months. Air Marshal. Vanished on a flight to Bogota. They said, presumed dead. Carla's face changed. Wait here. She stepped out, radio crackling. Sarah stared at the message. The sender's avatar was a pixelated Marshal badge. Jake? Impossible. But the way he used to text, short, urgent, no emojis? Another buzz. Unknown. Camera above you. Smile. They're watching. Sarah looked up. A black dome camera stared down like an unblinking eye. She forced a smile. Carla returned with a security supervisor, tall, buzz cut, name tag R. Hale. Ms. McAllister, Hale said, voice smooth as runway tarmac. We need to move you. Protocol. Sarah's pulse spiked. Move me where? Private holding. Your friend requested it. He knew. Hale's radio crackled. All units, be advised. Explosion reported on runway 27L, Delta 217. The Med Bay TV flickered to CNN breaking news. Live, Orlando-bound Delta flight explodes on takeoff. No survivors. Sarah screamed. The oxygen mask fogged with her breath. Lily. Lily was on that plane. Sub-level cargo, 7:17 p.m. Hale hustled Sarah through service corridors, fluorescent tunnels that smelled of diesel and fries. My daughter, Sarah choked. Wasn't on it. Hale cut in. We checked manifest. Lily McAllister, deplaned in Orlando with a Marshal escort. Safe. Sarah stopped walking. What? He didn't answer. He swiped a keycard. A freight elevator groaned open. Inside, a man in a rumpled air marshal jacket, beard overgrown, eyes bloodshot. Jake! Sarah slapped him hard. You bastard! He caught her wrist. I had to make you miss the flight. They wanted you both dead. The elevator descended. 4. The bunker. 7:25 p.m. They emerged into a concrete room, old Cold War fallout shelter turned black site. Monitors showed every camera in the airport. Jake locked the door. 6 months ago, I intercepted chatter. Cartel using Delta Crew to smuggle fentanyl bricks in oxygen tanks. I got too close. They staged my death, blew up a decoy plane over the Gulf. Sarah's legs gave out. She sat on a metal crate. Lily? Safe in Orlando with my old partner, Ruiz. But they took her to flesh me out. They think you have the evidence. What evidence? Jake pulled a micro SD card from his boot. Flight manifests, crew rotas, bank wires, enough to burn the cartel and half the ground staff here. Hill stepped forward. We've got 20 minutes before they breach. Airport's on lockdown. Official story is a gas leak. Unofficially, they're hunting. Sarah stared at the monitors. Men in maintenance vests, too clean, too calm. Moved through Terminal F with purpose. One face she recognized. Mark. Her fiancé. The perfect guy she'd met at a grief support group after Jake's death. Mark was holding a radio, talking to the men. 5. The plan. 7:30 p.m. Jake laid it out. Phase 1. Get Sarah and the SD card to the FBI field office in Midtown. Phase 2. Extract Lily from Orlando via private charter. Phase 3. Disappear. All 3 of them. Hale handed Sarah a maintenance vest and a fake badge. J. Carter, baggage. You'll blend, he said. Jake and I take the service tunnels. You go through the terminal. Gates B-17. There's a pilot, Owens, who owes me. He'll fly you out on a cargo hop to Chattanooga. From there, FBI. Sarah's hands shook as she pinned the badge. Why me? Jake's voice cracked. Because Mark's been playing you for a year. He needed access to my locker where I hid the original drive. When I died, he thought you'd lead him to it. Lily was insurance. Sarah closed her eyes, remembered Mark's business trips, the way he always asked about Jake's old stuff. She opened them, steel in her gaze. Let's go. 6. Terminal F, 7:42 p.m. Sarah moved with the river of stranded passengers. Chaos was her camouflage. Overhead, all flights grounded until further notice. Please remain calm. She passed a Starbucks, saw Mark, 30 feet away, scanning faces. Their eyes met. He smiled. That same smile from their first date. Hey, babe, are you okay? I've been looking everywhere. Sarah's heart thundered. She forced a smile. Panic attack. Medics cleared me. Mark stepped closer. Let me help you to the exit. His hand brushed her pocket, the SD card. Sarah kneed him in the groin, hard. He doubled over. She ran. Alarms blared. 4. The chase. 7:48 p.m. Sarah sprinted through Concourse E, vaulting a stroller, dodging a janitor cart. Overhead, shooter in Terminal F, lock it down. Fake alert, buying time. She hit the tram to Concourse B. Doors closed just as Mark slammed against the glass. His eyes cold now, not the man she'd almost married. The tram lurched forward.
8. Gate B-17. Pilot Owens, a grizzled ex-Marine, waited by a Beechcraft King Air, props spinning. "McAllister," he barked. She nodded, gasping. "Get in, we're wheels up in 2. Sarah climbed the stairs. Then she saw it. Lily's backpack, pink unicorns, on the tarmac. She froze. Owens followed her gaze. "Kid's not here, that's bait." Too late. Mark stepped from behind the wing, gun raised. "Card, Sarah, now." Sarah's hand went to her pocket. Owens moved for his sidearm. Mark shot him in the leg. He dropped, cursing. Sarah pulled the SD card, held it up. "You want it? Catch!" She threw it past Mark into the jet blast of a taxiing 737. The card skittered across the tarmac. Mark lunged. Sarah tackled him. They rolled. Fists, elbows, rage. She kneed his throat, grabbed his gun, pointed it at his face. "Lily," she snarled. "Where is she?" Mark coughed blood. "Cargo hold. Atlantic Aviation. They'll kill her if..." A shadow loomed. Jake zip-tied Mark's wrists. "FBI 60 seconds out. Helicopter on the roof." Sarah stared at her ex, alive, wild-eyed, real. "You came back," she whispered. "Never left. Just went dark." 9. Atlantic Aviation. FBI SWAT stormed the private hangar. Lily sat in a cargo crate, blindfolded, eating goldfish crackers like it was a play date. "Mommy," she squealed when Sarah ripped off the blindfold. Sarah sobbed into her daughter's hair. Jake stood guard, gun trained on the cartel lieutenant, zip-tied and cursing in Spanish. 10. Epilogue. On 30,000 feet. The FBI Gulfstream climbed over Atlanta's skyline. Sarah held Lily, asleep against her shoulder. Jake sat across, staring at the SD card, recovered from the tarmac, miraculously intact. "You know we can't go home," he said. Sarah nodded. New names, new life. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a silver locket, inside a photo of the 3 of them at Disney, pre-divorce. "I kept it. I figured we'd need a reminder." Sarah took it, closed her fist around it. "Next time, we take the train." Jake laughed. First laugh in 6 months. Below, Atlanta's lights blurred into a river of gold. Somewhere in Terminal F, Gate 17's departure board flickered. Delta 217, Orlando, canceled. But in the sky, a new flight path was just beginning.